Okay. So weapons.
Because it's fair. I mean, he had NFL coach. He had Justin Jefferson, who's freaking amazing, and Jamar Chase, who might be even better. Not to mention the first-round pick at running back. So let's talk about it.
Terrace Marshall, who's going to be a second-round pick this year. Lloyd Cushenberry, who was a third-round pick. They had everything.
Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe not quite the offensive line. Maybe not quite the offensive
line. No.
Yeah.
Though they did win the award for the nation's best offensive line, they all should have given that award to Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow made them look a lot better than they were. Okay, so this
is very many NFL players on that offensive line. Yeah.
One, I think the weapons argument is just one you throw out. Like it to me, it's an overstated argument because the reality of it is that any quarterback that puts up great stats in college football is playing in a great system and playing with great receivers. That's one. That's one. Right. Because otherwise you're going to be
scouting based on stats first.
Right. So that's not true. Two, the big thing is, and I think the big thing is between Mac Jones and Joe Burrow. Let's take away system. I touched on it. I think Joe Burrow is a faster processor, and I think that in his system he had more on his plate than Mac Jones has with Sarkisian. Let's get away from that. Let's forget the play calls. The one thing Joe Burrow does have, and I think this separated him from a lot of different quarterbacks, is forget the arm, because I think that's when people say Joe Burrow physically isn't special just because his arm is is league average or if a little lower than league average. I think that Joe Burrow has elite athleticism. When we're talking about foot speed, foot quickness, agility, movement, Mac Jones doesn't have his movement skills.
Again, Mac Jones' tools are terrible. Like in terms of the traits, and Joe Burrow actually he can move. So the difference, you can't deny Joe Burrow.
And he can throw off any platform. He can throw off any platform, which is not something Mac Jones is elite at. He was a high school basketball star, Joe Burrow was. And the other thing with Burrow, I think, is
his highlights are him on the move, throwing down the field.
Right. I mean, Joe Burrow makes so many Mahomes. He made Mahomes type plays without having Mahomes' arm because there were so many times that he just ran out of the pocket and created something out of nothing. So that's one thing.
Also, Burrow was ready to go. Burrow started 28 games in college. Mac Jones, if he starts right away, his inexperience is going to show. I'm telling you.
For me, probably the biggest difference is, I think people throw out accuracy a lot. I think there's some guys who are accurate quarterbacks, some guys who aren't. Mac Jones is clearly an accurate quarterback, but there's a difference between the accuracy Mac Jones has and the accuracy Joe Burrow had when he came out of college. This was like Drew Brees level precision and accuracy. There were games where I even if he was like 21 for 28, he probably didn't miss a throw in that game. Every throw was exactly where his guy could have caught it, and every throw had the right amount of pace, everything. So to me, this was just different.